Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. So because we haven't really always talked about we haven't really expressed who we are and stuff like that, we decided to ask each other some spicy questions. So yeah, I'm gonna be asking Andre 13 questions because 13 is his favorite number. So are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So first question. Super easy. How old are you?
25. Oh, I almost forgot. 25 years old.
Do you think you got married too young?
Oh, that's a tough one. I don't think so. No, I don't think I got married too young. I think I spent my youth ineffectively, though.
Okay. When did you get married? Like what age?
I was 22.
Oh, okay. Who is your celebrity crush?
Henry Cavill.
Oh my gosh. Do you think you had a baby too young?
Not that I was too young. I just don't think we were the best prepared. No. So not too young. I don't think at the age part isn't the concern for me, because I'd rather have it when I'm 25. I would have had it even younger, so that by the time all the kids are adults, we're still young enough to be able to do things and have energy to do things rather than being old and battered. So no, I don't think I was too young. I just maybe wouldn't have been best prepared financially and at least security wise.
Okay. How are you feeling about not having a stable job?
I hate it with every moment of my being. But at the same time, not having a stable job right now is actually giving me the flexibility to really dig into what I really want to do and maybe find a calling to something that may not have been what I went to school for, or, what calls to me more on a value level, such as, safety, security, and all that jazz.
How do you feel about living beside my family?
Pros and cons, really. There's good things, there's bad things. It's free, first off, which is great, and I love that. And it's nice because I feel closer than ever to your dad, and your mom and your siblings, even, because I've never really felt as close to them prior. So now that I live right next to them and they kind of have a better understanding of what my life is all about and what my values are, and then we actually find out we get along a lot better. But sometimes there's, there's things that I wish that I can, sorry, let me rephrase that. It's not the things that I wish I can have, but there are some things that, that it has its qualms, and that's, we're always involved with each other's lives, and sometimes that there needs to be a bit of a line to be like, hey, okay, this is our issue, you guys don't need to get involved, or this is your issue, we don't want to get involved, or but at the same time, they're going to probably call us and vent to us anyway, because that's who we are to them. We're really great listeners to everybody, so we listen to everybody vent about all their problems. So I mean, it has its pros, but yeah, I mean, it's digestible, at least for now.
What's your favorite season?
Fall, autumn, like late summer, early fall, where it's like it's not too hot outside, but it's still sunny enough where going to a lake is still like nice, but it's kind of starting to cool down a little bit more in the mornings, and you're not dying by noon.
What's the best advice you ever received?
The one that sticks with me right now the most is was actually from a pipe fitter, and this was regarding fatherhood, and he said that you will never be ready, but you are more prepared than you ever think you will be. And that kind of really stuck with me. Another one is that you don't stop living. That's the whole point of life, is to live. So there's going to be times where you just got to do it and just got to give it a shot. And that's something that's really resonated with me recently, because previously I've been more of like everything had to be of accomplishment and actually doing the thing. But now I've been rewiring my brain to be more on the just give it a try side of things.
Sorry, that's a dog toy.
That's a dog.
Do you think I'm outspoken to the extent where you're worried?
Yes, 100%. You are very outspoken. And you know what? Most of the time, it's usually fine, but there are times where it can get you into shit. We've had dealings with either neighbors or, you know, maybe just saying one or two too many spicy things on the internet, opinion-wise, that might not be the best for the algorithm or for today's, you know, more progressive crowd. But that's because we come from a traditional side of things. And you know what? At the same time, I did marry you, and you've always been a little bit more outspoken. You're just a little bit more outspoken now, and I worry at times, but I think I worry too much at the same time. So I mean, it's a double-sided coin.
What's a bad habit you had to overcome?
Many.
So like a bad habit that you had like overcame.
Excessive video games is one of them, for sure, and I'm gonna stick with that one just because it's the one that I feel like a lot of people can relate with, maybe not and a lot of people my age, specifically. I used to and as a result now my reward system, my dopamine system's all gone to crap. But I used to find a little bit of solace, a little bit of respite in playing video games all the time, because that's what I kind of grew up with, having an older brother who played video games and having friends and just growing up in that, generation. That's all we did was just play video games. And so it started to become a problem because I was neglecting my relationship, I was neglecting my studies, I was neglecting really everything, and I was not taking care of myself, and I saw myself fall out of physical fitness and only really, just try to, achieve something in a very addictive thing, which is video games. That's just one of the things.
Do you have a favorite clothing item?
Probably this hat right now, honestly. It's a good shade of green. I have a big mop on my head right now, so it helps tame it, but it's not quite long enough to put up in a bun or a tail or anything, so I just wear this hat, and that's right now is my favorite, and wedding band, because that means a lot to me. So it's also green.
Do you have who from your extended families, our extended families, sorry, do you look up to the most?
That's a tough one. Because, I look up to each individual in my own independent way. But then again, I also understand that humans are humans, and so it's only to a certain extent. Your hair is getting pulled out by the child.
Yeah, I need some help.
Hey, buddy. This isn't Ratatouille. I know.
Ow.
You're really good.
Oh.
Oh, he pulled out a strand.
Thanks.
I'd say probably the most. I'd probably have to say I don't know. That's a tough one. Probably have to say my dad. At least in recent years too, he's been showing a lot of resilience, and that's something I've been really kind of needing, is that, never back down kind of attitude. So yeah, I'd definitely say right now my dad, with his resilience and his kind of ability to grow and never back down. I still also look up to everyone else in my family in their own respective ways, but right now I'd say it's probably my dad the most for extended family of mine.
Do you still talk to your elementary school best friend?
Yes, I do. That's Igor. I talk to him often, like every day. we Snapchat at each other every day, but I mean, we hang out probably more now than we did the last, I don't know, probably since before COVID even. We hang out more now than we did before COVID, so crazy.
Well, thanks for answering all the questions.
That was 13 questions already?
That was 13 questions.
I thought they were going to be spicier.
Thank you so much for watching today's video. Let us know if this is kind of content you guys like.
Stay tuned for next week whenever.
No, I
I'm
don't
gonna
want
ask her
this.
some spicy.
I don't want this.
It's gonna happen.
This sounds terrible.
Oh, it's fun.
Okay, bye guys.
See ya. But I won't be close. Those are good questions. What questions did you limit yourself on?